What's up, guys? So today is July 22nd. And why is that a special day? Well, because 6 years ago I actually got hired at Tesla, and I was a production associate making $19 an hour. And yeah, it's just a humble moment, man, to be living in a Tesla, and to be a YouTuber about Tesla, but to remember your roots, right? And yeah, to remember where you came from, because man, had to go through a lot of 12-hour shifts at Tesla, and just to be a YouTuber now is just insane. But anyways, little life update. I went to Los Angeles and San Diego with my parents. We rented a van and went to Disneyland, California Adventure, went to the beaches in San Diego, and we saw fireworks and went on so many rides and stuff. It was super fun. And being a Filipino, you know, you're tight-knit, close with family and stuff, and family is everything. And yeah, I just had a great time in LA and San Diego, and now that I'm back, the next couple days we're getting prepping up the Tesla van. We're making some upgrades and stuff. I'm going to show you guys today what we got to upgrade everything. Better water system, a new backpack. Yeah, it's going to be first we are going to Colorado, and then we're basically doing a 50-state road trip minus a couple of states on the West Coast, because I already did that. But we're going to the East Coast because we're going to TeslaCon Florida. It's a convention for Tesla enthusiasts in Florida, and it's September 12 to September 15. It's a whole weekend thing, and it's going to be very fun. But I want to show you guys the Tesla van upgrades, what we got. Here we go. Also, I'm getting eaten alive by so many mosquitoes. It's insane. Alright, so I'm at my parents' place right now, and I'm going to show you guys the upgrades that we got. And so this is the back of the Tesla. Okay, so the first situation we got here is my microwave and my power system. Alright fam, so I had to make this upgrade to the Tesla van, and I had this problem of the microwave not being level, so I had to make a flat platform with a 2x4 and a piece of MDF plywood. So living in a car full time, you take advantage of times like these where being in a house, you have access to tools, running water, and like a whole garage space. So also living in a car, it's a never-ending process of making it better. When I worked at Tesla, we had this thing. It was called continuous improvement, and it's also known as Kaizen. And in Japanese terms, it basically means that you're always improving, finding inefficiencies, and making things work better than the first version. And if there's one thing I learned from working at Tesla as a production supervisor, it's the ability to adapt to the ever-changing environment, and that things will go south real quick. And it's not a matter of if, but it's a matter of when, and are you prepared for it? At some point, everything's going to go south, and you're going to say, this is it. This is how I end. Now, you can either accept that, or you can get to work. And that's all it is. And you just begin. You do the math, you solve one problem, you solve the next one, and then the next, and if you solve enough problems, you get to come home. That's a quote from the movie The Martian, and it's a quote that I always hold dear to me because it's super relatable to any situation that you go through, because problems eventually happen, but it's always your reaction that matters. Okay, I also got this hose from Amazon, and it's an extension for my Dometic water pump. It took me about a full day to find, so I'll link it in the description, but it allows me to extend my range for getting water. I also have this metal spork from REI, and when I'm cooking, I'm not going to be using plastic anymore. It's going to be metal. Alright, if you guys don't watch the channel, this is the Tesla van. So I converted it by taking out the passenger seat so that I could have more room to sleep in, skip hotels. Alright, next up on the list, it has nothing to do with the car, but it's going to make my hiking trips a lot easier. This is a hiking backpack from Osprey, and it's got a 3-liter water bladder in the back. Bam! Don't be jealous, get your own. I went to REI and got this. Not sponsored, but I haven't had a backpack for hiking, so I finally gotten one. And has this cool magnet too. So when you need to sippy on some water, sippy cup, whatever the hell you want to do, yeah. Yeah, bam. Alright, so I also elected to keep the EcoFlow Delta 2 battery right under here, under the center console. And so this can power my microwave and stuff. You can just slide it in like so. When living in a car, space is very limited, so when you find out one Tetris piece fits, you are super happy. So the EcoFlow Delta 2 fits right under my center console. So let's say I needed to charge it and I needed to take it out. I can pretty much take it out. So this can power my microwave, and let me show you guys. Just turn the button on. So the microwave powers on, and there you go. EcoFlow Delta 2, link in description, but this is good for my microwave. Okay, and the reason why I don't have this in the car yet is because I had sanded this down and I put some polyurethane on it so it's drying. So it's going to take about 2, maybe 3 more days for it to dry, because it does smell inside the car a little bit. So another upgrade that I'm super excited about is this single toaster, and it was sent to me from a subscriber on the YouTube channel. They sent it to me in the mail. So I'm here at my parents' place, and it says it's from Troop Butler. It says, enjoy your gift, mahalos for the hours of entertainment, colors oat milk, who knew, and from Troop Butler. So thank you, Troop, for sending this over. I really appreciate it. Single toaster, man, this is gonna be sick because it's like saves a lot of space. He says, please no seafood shoots from Troop Butler. So no seafood. I'll take you up on that because it does stink up the car. It's super compact, so I'm able to just tuck the wire underneath and fit it right here. Look how snug that is, man. I can just close this up and it disappears. Alright guys, I want to thank today's sponsor, EVDance, for sending me this extension cable. Have you guys ever been in a situation where you had to charge your Tesla, but you had this problem of, number one, a gas vehicle parked in the way, or number two, you're inside your home and your driveway is filled up with a bunch of cars and you have to park on the side of the street? Well, this extension cable is going to solve all your problems. Alright fam, first you take the adapter, then plug it in, and then plug in the EVDance extension cable into the adapter. There's also a lock to make sure the cable doesn't disconnect accidentally, and the interesting thing is that you can run this over slightly because it can withstand 2.5 tons of pressure, and this is the 40-foot cable, so you can charge your car up to 4 parking spaces away. The cable has a max output power of 12 kilowatts, and get this guys, I was charging for free at this spot at a Target. Had there been some gas cars blocking the chargers, I would be so glad I had this extension cable so I can charge my Tesla. There will be a link in the description if you guys want to get this extension cable. So thanks EVDance for sponsoring this video, and now back to the prepaid programming. All right, now that you guys are back, I've been at my parents' place for, well, I went to San Diego and stuff, so I've been here for a couple days now, and I'm just so thankful that I have like kind of like a home base to kind of recuperate at my parents' place. So I want to thank my parents for allowing me to stay at their place, and yeah, it just gives me time to kind of like reset, recalibrate, because living in a Tesla full-time, it does get taxing and tiring, especially with the weather and, you know, shower situation, bathroom situation, all of that. So yeah, here in California right now, and yeah, I can't wait to get to Colorado next week. All right, yeah, so a 50-state road trip, guys. It's gonna be fun. I'm thinking the first leg is gonna be all the southern states, so Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, all the way to Florida. And then I'm going to try my best to hit like Virginia. And then we'll see by then, because it might be like mid-October. And I'm shooting for a like mid-November and come back to California, because I'm going to the Philippines in December. So it started December for about 2 weeks. So gonna visit the motherland with my parents. Yeah, just expect, guys, a lot of like adventure stuff, drone shots, seeing different landscapes and all that. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys and be on this like super long journey. It's going to be around 3 to 4 months, so it's going to be super exciting, and I'm excited to, I don't know how many times I'm going to say excited, but like I'm really thrilled to show you guys what's next. And I was actually inspired to do a 50 state road trip from this YouTuber named Maria. She's on YouTube called Roaming Reckless, and like I watched all her videos, and it's super cool to see like different states and like these different turnouts and stuff. And like I just got inspired by that. And yeah, guys, I remember just working these brutal 12-hour shifts back in 2022 when I was a production supervisor at Tesla. And I would go on my lunch breaks and watch these van life people just go on adventures, and you know, they're doing it full time as a YouTuber. And I was like, I really wanted it, and I really wrote it down that I wanted to be a digital nomad by the end of like that year 2022. It didn't happen that year, but it was planting a seed. And there's real something with like planting seeds and writing stuff down and putting it out into the universe. You know, it's thoughts become things, right? And so if you want something really bad enough, you got to be able and be brave enough to speak it, because you know, someday it will happen. I mean, it may not happen today, it may not happen tomorrow or next week, but someday I will be it. And that's what my attitude was in becoming a YouTuber. Yeah, so thankful for the people that inspired me, Christian Schaefer, Maria from Roaming Reckless, and Michael Hickey. He's also a guy that lives in the car. And, you know, all these content creators, they inspire others. And I feel like we are here on this planet to motivate, to inspire, and to uplift those around us. And yeah, I can't wait to show you guys what's next. Okay, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see y'all. Hopefully we'll be in Colorado. I don't know. We'll see you by next week. Peace.